welcome back to my channel. It is gold, it is not gold, gold with a C as balls in my room. That's why I'm wearing this. It's fucking cold in here. I think it's like, it's 18C in my room. Not very hot. So instead I'm sitting here like a fucking, what you call it, Eskimo. Apparently Eskimo is a slur. Did you know that? Like the word Eskimo is a slur, apparently. I don't know if that's true. Someone told me that. But like, of course, the internet is the best source of knowledge. Like some random person on the internet, the best source of knowledge. But like, apparently they call themselves the Inuit. They don't call themselves Eskimo. Big up to Wim, how are you? Club Brugge played today against Cercle Brugge. The fake Brugge, should I say. Is that what we call him? Fake Brugge? Maybe we'll call him the French Brugge. They like being French. Got that whole Cercle thing. That's not really French, but it kind of sounds French. You know. Fake Bruges. That's what they are at the end of the day. Anyhow, the game is about to kick off here. I'll get back to chat in a moment. I've not seen the lineup yet. I'll check that out in a moment. Why do we always have these early kickoff games? I don't like early kickoffs. I feel like any football game before 4 PM is just such a wash, man. It's such a wash to watch. Kick off at like 4 PM. Like at the soonest. 4 PM, then 6:30 they like doing kickoffs, and then 9. But nah, they always kick off at these fucking weird ass hours. Especially in England, when you consider the English clock. Like in England, they're kicking off at 3 PM. They're kicking off at 5:30 PM. And they're kicking off at 8 PM. Because in England, they have that like they have like that law, don't they? There's like a law about it. Like you can't have events happen too late or start too late because like, oh no, people will riot. That's some bullshit. We'll talk about the bullshit in a moment, but first, Club Brugge kick off against Cercle Brugge. The stadium is half empty, as you would expect when Cercle Brugge play at home. There we go. The Cercle Brugge really needs to have a different fucking stadium, I can't lie. Like, look at that stadium. How many people are there? Like, the home end is filled, maybe 40%. Stadium with a capacity of, is it 34,000, I believe? It's about 40% filled. They could easily fill up a stadium that is like 8,000 people. They've definitely got 8,000 people in there. But this stadium is just way too big for them, bro. Ajax 4-1 Fortuna Sittard. Ajax won a game. Congratulations. Big up Michael. Where is Ajax now in the league table? They're third. They are only 17 points behind PSV. That only... what does PSV stand for now that I think about it? I know it's Eindhoven. Philips Sportvereniging. Okay. I would have never guessed that. What do you think about the Trafford situation? Well, to say it bluntly, I don't care. I really don't care, to put it very bluntly. I'm sorry for Trafford, yeah, but... you're not that guy. Like, Donnarumma is better. I'm sorry, buddy. You came here expecting to be the main goalkeeper at Man City, and you thought Man City wouldn't buy a better goalkeeper than you if one became available. That's very odd, isn't it? He should have known he's nowhere near the best goalkeeper. He's a very good goalkeeper, but he's not the best. And Man City, sooner or later, always get the best. Ederson, I never think he was the best goalkeeper, but he was the best distributor. Is that what you call it? Distributor? Sure. Let's call it distribution. He was the best with distribution. Man City cycled through multiple goalkeepers before we got all in one season, funny enough. Big up Claudio Bravo. All before we got Ederson. Sooner or later, Man City gets the best. It doesn't matter what position. Sergio Gomez, very good left back. But I'm sorry for you, Gomez. We don't need very good, we need the best. And we've got all the money in the world. We just signed a deal with Revol. The card company. I don't know how to pronounce it. So we just signed a deal with them. That's gonna fund our next summer window. Our deal with... Who was it? I think it was it with the Etihad that we made a new deal? No. It was with Nike. It was with Nike, right? Puma. Fuck's sake. I'm getting all these companies through my head. The new deal we signed with Puma, that funded our summer and January windows. We've just signed a new deal, which will fund our next summer window. And then you look at the players, what quality we will be selling, and the academy players will be selling for the next few years while we have a good core. It's very cutthroat to be at Man City. I don't know what Trafford was expecting. I don't know how you think I'm gonna go to Man City and they've got no better goalkeeper at the moment, so I'll be the main man. He should have known. He is not that guy. He should have known that. It's bloody snowing now. Is it snowing where you're at? Yeah, right by the border, it's got to be snowing. It's not snowed here yet. Yeah, James Trafford waffling. That's what happened. It's way more than 2,000, mate. That's more like 10,000 empty seats. We might be approaching 20,000 empty seats, I can't even lie. I think it's like 10 to 15,000 empty seats there. When the opportunity comes for a world-class goalkeeper, it is what it is. Cercle Brugge have just hit the post. Oh my days. We are lucky here. Now ball with Diakon. We got away with one and we've just given the ball away again. Listen, if you go to a top club, don't act like a bitch when you aren't top enough. This is why a lot of footballers never go to a top team. A lot of footballers, really good players. Ivan Toney. What's his name? Vardy. Ivan Toney, as I said earlier. They never go to top teams. Dibu Martinez, never been interested in going back to a top team. He was at Arsenal, never decided to go back to another top team. He's gotten offers, but he stayed at Villa. Why? Because top teams are cutthroat. You need to be the best to stay there. A lot of top footballers decide either they've been at a top team and they got kicked out, and they decide I'm not going back, or they decide I'm never going to a big team in the first place. What's his name? The German guy who never won the Bundesliga. I'm bad with names today. Oh, Dortmund legend who never... Royce, that's his name. He never went to a big team. I know some Europeans think of Dortmund as a big team, but in Germany they're not considered a big team. So these players, they decide, I'm gonna stay at a small team. It's better for me because I'm not good enough. Because Royce would have not made it at a top team, mate. Let's be honest. If Royce went to Bayern München, he would have been a starting player for 2 seasons maybe, and then he would have been on the bench. Ortega. Ortega was at Man City for a while. Ortega is a very different story, because, like, Ortega was supposed to be just a backup, and he was happy with being just a backup. But then he ended up being way better than anyone expected he would be. I disagree. It's the opposite. In Dortmund, they're pretty big. It's outside, it's the opposite. Not really. Outside, barely anyone thinks they're big. Dortmund are not considered big in Germany the way they are considered. Like, Dortmund may be considered big culturally in the Bundesliga, but when I say big, I mean expected to win trophies. I mean, like, expected to win trophies, expected to win titles, expected to be there every year. And in Germany, no one really has that expectation on them, except Bayern München. Which makes Bayern München the only big club in Germany for me. If Marco Reus wanted to win Bundesliga, he would have gone to Bayern München. Yeah, they're known, but, like, Aston Villa is a known club. Not as known as Atletico Madrid. That's a better example. Atletico Madrid is a very known team. But are they a big team? I won't say so. A big game for Bayern is Leipzig and Dortmund. Yeah, because they're the best two teams in the league, but that doesn't make them big teams, does it? Like, Marseille, it's not necessarily a big team. Yeah, you could say they were historically big, but right now they're not big anymore. So, it's like the El Classique, Le Classique, should I say, and Ligue 1. They're not a big team. Like, again, there's a difference between historically big and currently big. Aston Villa, once again, the example. I get it though, they're culturally big, but that's about it for me. They don't actually have the expectations on them that even Spurs do. Even Spurs fans have the expectation of be competing every year. Even though it's a bit delusional, but they have the expectation for what it counts. Obviously, Bayern is elite, yes. But I'm not taking anything away from Dortmund and Leipzig these days. Mainly Dortmund, because Leipzig is more up and coming compared to Dortmund. Dortmund has the history, of course. Like, Dortmund has the history, which Leipzig does not. But again, Dortmund is just like Aston Villa for me. Yeah, they've won trophies more recently. I think they won the German Cup in 2022. Is that when they won it? Or was it 21? I don't know. They've won trophies recently, but it's like I'm talking league title winning clubs like Man City, Liverpool, Arsenal potentially this season. Potentially. Never underestimate Arsenal's ability to bottle. Real Madrid, Barcelona. Leipzig in 22 and 23. You know what's funny, by the way? Erling Haaland has scored more goals in finals than Thierry Henry. I just had to bring that up. While we are talking about German Cups, Erling Haaland has more goals in finals than Thierry Henry. Just had to point that out there. Diakon? Cross a ball, mate. This is why you are on the bench. This is why this Diakon brother is usually on the bench. Forbes, also allergic to crossing. And ball into the hands of the other goalkeeper. A bit of a poor start here from Brugge. Cercle Brugge have been all over us. Mignolet. So what is the starting 11 actually of Cercle? They've got Nazinho, as always. Diop, Negura, Van der Bruggen. No special. Romeo Vermont is back on the bench. He was out. He had like the cold or something like that. Half of our fucking players got sick for like a week. Now half of them are on the bench. Stankovic. Forbes. Just cross it, man. Oh, wow, this is terrible defending by Cercle. Van Aken. There you go. 1-0. No. Referee has disallowed the goal? What? I don't get it. Ball was not over. And that's a foul by Cercle Brugge, not by Club Brugge. Why the fuck is this goal disallowed, man? What the fuck is this bullshit? Stankovic got wiped out and they gave that as a foul to Cercle. What the fuck? Bro, these referees. It's every single league, by the way, in the entire world. These referees got zero standards. That's such a ridiculous goal to disallow. What the fuck? Literally nothing wrong with that goal. You remember the Cercle goal that was disallowed against Liverpool? Same fucking energy this one. How stupid. This referee is awful, I can't lie. Should have never disallowed that goal. And this game is awful too. We just can't get a hold of the ball. Hopefully we play better against Atletico. If we play Atletico like this, aye. Ball to the right and goes wide. Cercle Brugge have had like all the chances so far, except for that one disallowed goal from Brugge. Should not have been disallowed. Yeah, bro, that was a ridiculous disallowed goal. I have no clue why you disallowed a goal like that, bro. Stankovic was wiped out, and for some reason the foul was given the other way. Good layoff by Van Aken. Diakon on to Stankovic. Stankovic brings the ball to the right. Yeah, but also far. When does Union play? Union plays today, right? Union Saint. Oh, they played yesterday. Oh, Union played yesterday. Okay. They drew against Sondar. Which means if we win today, we go 3 points. 3 points behind, I think. We still play Union as well, of course. When is that? I think it's the next game, actually. Ball in the box. Ordonez shoots wide. Why is Ordonez so far? Sorry, it's Forbes. Never mind. So Union play Antwerp, Westerlo, Genk, Dender, Sint-Truiden. And then we get into the playoffs. What do we play after that? Club Brugge. Obviously we play Cercle today. After Cercle, we play Leuven. Just in the league. Leuven. Compared to Antwerp. That's an easier game for us. Charleroi. Compared to Westerlo. I think that's Westerlo away, Charleroi away. I think that's about even. Anderlecht at home versus Genk at home. I think that's a bit tougher for us. We play Westerlo away. They play Dender at home. Then we play Mechelen at home. They play Sint-Truiden away. I think it's about the same difficulty there, fixture-wise. We, of course, still play in the Champions League too. And then you get playoffs, where we play them twice. I think we can... If we're like 3 points behind when we get into the playoffs, then I think we win the title. Because I do think with our best players on the pitch, we beat Union. Because we have a proper striker now. Romeo Vermont last season was a bit of a pussy. He still is a pussy, I can't lie. He needs to grow some bollocks on him. Yeah, you know, a proper English striker, a Brexit striker. You try to challenge me, I'm gonna just kick you to the floor. He needs to grow that. And then he'll generally be one of the best strikers in the world, but... If you put him up top, he's not as weak as he used to be. You've also got 40% Diakon there. We've got quite a bit of physicality to hold up play against Union, so I think you're doing mostly fine. Groen, zwart, ole ole. Nah. We're not that fake side of Bruges, bro. Look at this stadium, bro. Ay, ay, ay. Half empty. Half full. No, glass half empty. Ball on the left now for the Cercle. This Cercle team plays the ball around so slow, but we just don't press them. Like, why do we never press as a team? Like, I get in Europe, you don't want to press as much because you'll get played through, but like, in the Belgian league, we need to press these. Because look at this. Such an opportunity to shoot, and they're just backing off, backing off, backing off. Stays. Ball into Tresoldi. Tresoldi, good ball Tresoldi onto Forbes. Forbes to Sabbe, Tresoldi's shot is blocked. That's very good defending. And play has stopped. I'm not sure why. Ice play stopped. Free kick given to Cercle Brugge. You could have just continued to play. And this referee is shit, I can't lie. Cercle had the ball, you could have just continued to play. Good passing this by Brugge. Van Aken, Diakon. Good ball to the right again. Stankovic trying a bit too much there. Just kicking the ball about. Hello, big up where is my mouse? Big up Rosa. Very cool. How are you? This game has been boring. Don't bother asking. Don't bother asking. This game's been awful. 6. Yeah, big up to Kermit. Big up to Kermit and Poster as well, because I believe you knew that's a foul. 3 players just kicked the shit out of each other. Four players, technically. I love how Onyedika got kicked the hardest, and he's the one who just stood up through all of it. What about you? Hey, the Man City result was positive. The game was shit, but now we are on to the next, as they say. If Brugge win today, Club Brugge. I'm just gonna call them Club and Cercle. That's easier. If Club win today, then we are 3 points behind, I believe. I fancy those chances against Union. Because Union is not going on the same run as they were last year. They had an almost perfect playoff. Just ridiculously good. They deserve the title as well after that playoff. Which is something I can say as a Brugge fan. Most Union fans can't admit that we did deserve the title in 24. It was all playoffs, but Adamas, they deserved that title after that playoff run. What is Mignolet doing here? What was that, bro? What? Corner to Cercle. That is one of the dumbest corners I've ever seen. We just completely gave that away. Hi Elf, big City fan. Big up Artifice. How are you? Well, City is through in the FA Cup. I think we'll batter Newcastle, by the way. Obviously, they've got the Egyptian tax. Egyptians always play good against Newcastle. So Omar Marmoush will get a goal. Like, it's just guaranteed. I think Erling Haaland as well. You know what? Erling Haaland gets a goal as well. He's only scored once against Newcastle. At the Etihad in the 3-3 treble season. Most people don't, to be fair. Cercle Brugge has had some good years, but overall they've... Cercle Brugge is very fortunate that they got taken over by Monaco, aren't they? Because Monaco took over Cercle Brugge, and they've kind of left Cercle Brugge to do as they like. When's the last time Cercle beat Club? I think it's before COVID, I can't lie. It's been a long time. This game been awful though. Now, I won't be surprised if Cercle win this, because we're just playing cold awful football right now. They beat us in 2021. That's the last time they beat us. 2021. The 2-0. That's when they had their old law. You know what? The reason they can't beat us is because they got that new logo. That shitty logo. I hope we don't change to a shitty logo. So many teams are just... You know Juventus, they have a new logo? So many teams just got a new logo, like, recently, and it's absolutely awful. Inter Milan as well. They had a very good logo, and now they've got something mid. Yeah, 2021. And before that, I believe it was 2013. Oh! Good cross by Cercle. We're shit right now, I can't lie. They're gonna score here. We are playing absolutely awful. They are gonna score at some point. Half an hour in, and the only positive takeaway for Club Brugge is a disallowed goal. Which I don't really see as very positive. We've been awful. Look at that possession. Wow. Shot from distance, again, not closed down here. Ball out for the throw-in, so I believe... I think it's to Club. Yeah, Club. We used to be the top dogs, much before World War II, but we declined in the 70s. Club Brugge won 3 consecutive titles. That's a bit of a myth, though. Like, Cercle Brugge won a title, I believe, before Club Brugge, but... Club Brugge has pretty much always been the bigger club. It's kind of like saying that Man City was bigger than Man United, because Man United was in the 2nd division in the 70s. Like, not really how it works, is it? Yeah, it's a fucking shit stadium, though, let's be honest. Like, that stadium is proper falling down. I've actually been to Jan Breidel on a school trip once, like inside Jan Bredel, like on the pitch and all that. Like not just in the stands, but like on the pitch, the whole tour of the insides. Cool. That stadium is falling down, I can't lie. And that was years ago. I've not been in school for a while. Yeah, but the stadium is completely fucked, I can't lie. The concrete is rotting. The stadium was leaking for a while. I'm not sure if it is still leaking. But there was a time where it was leaking like Old Trafford. Well, not quite that bad, but you know. Wasn't great either. Cornered by Club Brugge. It's whipped and cleared. Terrible corner routine, man. And to be fair to Cercle fans, they don't like do the stuff of we're the bigger club. You know Man City? Man City fans are like so desperate to be the bigger club. Same with who is it? Chelsea. Chelsea think they're bigger than Arsenal. City think they're bigger than United. Like these fan bases, proper delusional. But Beerschot thinking they're bigger than Antwerp. But Cercle Brugge, they know where they're at. Like they're not delusional about it. Massive in the context of Belgium, yeah. Hopefully, Brighton gets fucked pretty soon. We only won 3 titles. Well, you've still won 3. I mean, I did all before World War II, I know about that, but like, still won 3 of them. Gent has won. That 1 title. Of course, they had to be world class when we had our 1 good season. Could have won the double. Yeah, we still got the cup. Can't be too greedy, I suppose. Yeah, I mean, the rivalry between Cercle and Club Brugge is not like that hostile. I think a lot of people have the idea of a derby being super hostile. I don't think that's ever been the derby between Club and Cercle. I think this derby has always been a lot more... Like, of course, you want to win the games and stuff, but it's not been as hostile. It's just like playing another team. Like, there's a pride element involved, but that's it. And Antwerp. I don't think there is a rivalry with Antwerp at all. Fuck them. Everyone just hates Antwerp. There's no rivalry there, it's just hatred. Because they're a disgusting club. Proper disgusting club. Like, everyone hates. You know it's not a rivalry when everyone hates you. Like, take Arsenal in the Premier League. Everyone hates Arsenal. It's not that there's a rivalry with Arsenal. People just hate Arsenal because fucked out fan base. Friendly derby stuff, yeah, kind of. I mean, it literally says we play football as friends on our stadium. But like, if you go to Jan Breidel, it says on the stadium, in Dutch, of course, here we play football as friends. Something like that. Yeah, but Beerschot fans are, am I gonna say it's that retarded? Beerschot is also a scam club, I can't lie. Free kick for Cercle here. The edge of the area, a bit soft stat, but this, at least he's consistent. He's been soft all game, this referee. You guys definitely got me into the Belgian league. Well, it's a good league to watch, for what it's worth. A lot of Brazilians watch the Belgian league, you know that? Like, because obviously there's a lot of Brazilians who come to the Belgian league. The Belgian league, the Portuguese league, and Eredivisie are like the gateways into European football. So a lot of Brazilians watch the Belgian league. A lot of Japanese people too. Mostly Sint-Truiden. Oh! Again, Cercle Brugge just getting closer here than Club Brugge have gotten all game. In Japan, Sint-Truiden is a very big club because they're owned by Japanese owners. So I did not know this until recently. My brother told me this. Apparently in like Okinawa, which is an area of Tokyo, Okinawa, Saitama, those regions, there's just a bunch of SCVV stuff that are very big there. What Belgian club is not scum? Well, I'd say Genk is a very respectable club. Genk is respectable. Sint-Truiden is respectable, I think. Gent is respectable, but annoying. They're respectable, but just annoying. Mechelen. Zulte Waregem. Kortrijk. Not that much recently. Kortrijk kind of fucked. Oostende. I liked Oostende, but then they got fucked. Standard. There's a few respectable clubs in the Belgian league, but can't lie, most of the Belgian league is scum. The Real Madrid of Belgium is hands down Anderlecht. Yeah. Anderlecht have way more titles than us for starters. They've got European heritage. The one thing I've always said is, if a Belgian club wins the Champions League, they're automatically the biggest in Belgium. Like, if Bruges win it, if Antwerp win it, if Union win it, that would make you the biggest club in Belgium for me. But it's not very likely, is it? That's why it would make you the biggest. Because I don't think... I think at least one Belgian club will at some point win it. I don't think there will be a second, though. A goal is coming soon. Well, Club Brugge have... what the fuck is this? Apparently, someone else touched the ball on the corner. Now says, what's that corner routines like this? These corner routines are so dead, bro. What is it? We also have the Capital Derby. And the Cup, yeah. Or do you mean in, like, general? The Cup final this year is gonna be between Union and Anderlecht. I think Union will win, by the way. Which will make it the third year in a row they won a trophy. Which is not fun. Because it means they'll keep winning. It's not easy to stop a club from winning trophies. Once they get into the rhythm of winning consistently, it's not easy to stop them. And, I mean, you can see it with Club Brugge. They did not win a trophy for years. I think we've won a trophy 11 or 12 seasons in a row now. Did Liverpool play Union? That's possible. I can't remember who Union played in Champions League. Union played Newcastle. Did they play Liverpool too? It's possible, I'm not sure. Speaking of Belgian teams in Europe, we've kind of been shit in Europe, haven't we? Club Brugge once again doing the coefficient carrying. Club Brugge is the only club to reach the round of 16 in Europe. Like in the Champions League. Since Anderlecht in 2014 when they reached the quarters. Big up Michael, thank you for the raid. I always see club get knocked out by ridiculous scores. We turned into a shit team when we reached the round of 16. But we are the best Belgian club in Europe, undoubtedly. We're the only ones getting to knockouts every year. Big up Michael, thank you for the raid and thank you to everyone coming over. Corner to Club Brugge. Hey Michael, you're only 17 points behind. You can do a job for me. What's missing at Brugge? Depth. I'd say depth is the main issue. We've got the best starting 11 by a country mile. But because we play in Europe and we have no rotational players at all, and we get so tired by the halfway point of the season. We can't rotate. We don't have players who are good enough to rotate with. So that's what we lack. We can have the best starting 11 all we want. We start season strong. We end season strong. But the middle portion of the season, we drop so many points because we're exhausted. Ivan Leko. You can do a job for me, Michael. I believe in you. I believe in you guys. 0-0 at half time. I can't lie, we're kind of fortunate. We have been awful. We are fortunate to be going into this with 0-0 at half time. I mean, this is what I mean, though. You see the intensity at which Cercle Brugge play with compared to Club Brugge. That's because Cercle Brugge rotates better. And they play less games because they're not in Europe. They play less intense games because they're not in Europe. So when they come to this game, their players are well rested. And then you have Club Brugge. Our main problem is just this lack of depth. Our players, they play every game. I think Mechelen should I say, Mechelen has played the most minutes in Europe last season. I mean, like, of every top tier player, like every player in the first division in a European league, all competitions, Mechelen has played the most minutes last season, and he's currently in the top 10 this season. And this guy is in his 30s. I think he's 33 or 34. Can't be playing these players that much, but we do. And the intensity drops, and that is all on us. Like, that is not an excuse. That is something we need to fix as a club. But it's difficult to fix that, admittedly, when your best players, they go every year. Soldi, how long is he gonna stay? He's gonna go at the end of the season. Zolis, we're lucky to hang on to him for a year. Forbes, Diakon, Diakon might stay for a year longer. Says, I think, might leave soon. Like, these players, they're not staying very long. And then the rotational players we do have, Spileers. You can play him a game or two. He doesn't play. Vetlessen. You can start them against a weaker team. He doesn't play. So that is our biggest issue. We do not rotate enough. You need to rotate. And you need to rotate. It's just so important. You see it in the Premier League. You need to rotate. It's so important in football. If we don't do that, then you drop points in games because your players are tired. Whereas if you rotate, you might drop 2 to 3 points because you rotated, you played a worse team. But if your team gets tired and exhausted, you're gonna drop 5 points, 9 points, 12 points in silly ways because you are exhausted. Rotation is so important. I feel like a lot of top managers don't get that. Our manager is Sinel. Pretty decent manager. When do other people play in the league? Antwerp at 4, Anderlecht, I don't care about that. And SCVV against Zulte Waregem Saturday. Yeah, at 7 PM. That's a weird hour. That's a weird hour to kick off. Louvière has been a weird team this year. They've had some really good results, but overall they've been fucking awful. They got a result against us, against Union. I believe against Anderlecht too. So against all of the top 3. Well, Anderlecht is 5th. Rough. Weren't they 3rd like 2 weeks ago? Yikes. Anderlecht have lost 4 of their last 5 games. Gee. The one game they didn't lose, they drew. Don't worry though, there's no panic going on at Anderlecht. Trust the process, guys. Trust the process. Is Liège a big club? Yes. Typically, when people refer to the big 3 in Belgium, it's Anderlecht, Club Brugge, Club Brugge, and Standard Liège. Union is technically a bigger club. They have more titles. But people don't put them in the top 3 because they were in the 2nd division for like 40 years or something like that. And their last title was like 1950 or something like that, I think. Before last season, of course. Or was it longer? But they won the cup in 1950. They hadn't won a title since How long? I don't fucking know. Must have been 100 years. Are you from Brugge? Yes, I am. I am from Brugge. I'm watching the highlights right now. They're so fucking scuffed, bro. These highlights are so scuffed, I can't lie. Unfortunately, we have we have Fred Grimm as manager. Hey, you try your best, you know. You try your best. I heard about you on the compilation of Man City streamers reacting to matches. Yeah, I'm on there quite a lot. I don't think I was on the Liverpool one. Obviously, it was my first game back, so they probably didn't put me in there. But I've been on there quite a lot. Big up to that channel, by the way, because he doesn't ask people if it's okay to use their content, but generally people allow it because it does get a lot of new people in. You do get a lot of like a lot of people that have subscribed to me have come over from that channel. So he kind of uses my content without asking me, but I don't mind because it does grow my channel a lot. I'm famous, bro. With what, 10 viewers like right now? In a Man City stream, I'll have 10 viewers. Belgian League generally doesn't do as well. Arteta would be a great Anderlecht coach. Trust the process, you know. Trust the process. I think, I mean, Arteta is not a bad coach. Like, if we're talking about a coach, he's not a bad coach. He's a terrible manager. But he's not a bad coach. His tactics work. Actually, they do. He is able to motivate players. Actually, he is able to do that. But why he flops as a manager is he can't build a squad. Okay, you bring in someone else to do that, which Arsenal did in the summer. Immediately, they have a way better squad than they ever have done before. Because Arteta is no longer doing that. But where he still flops is pressure. He cannot handle pressure. Title race, he crumbles. He crumbles. Final, he crumbles. Semi-final, usually he crumbles. Got it right against Chelsea, to be fair to him. But this guy, I think he needs experience like that. I don't think he's a bad coach, though. Do players get big money playing in the Belgian league? If they did, they would not be so quick to leave the Belgian league. They don't get great money. Like, the top earners at Club Brugge earn similar wages to Premier League players, but that's like the top earners at the top club. Union, top players will earn similar to Premier League players, but on average, nah. I believe the Kuiper, his wage went up 10 times when he went to Brighton. Which is ridiculous. Because Brighton is a mid-table team in the Premier League. I mean, the Premier League is just able to bully anyone, aren't they? Is it a rivalry between Flemish clubs and French clubs? Funnily enough, well, I assume you mean because, of course, part of France is historically Flemish. Funnily enough, Lille considers themselves to be Flemish. The people of Lille consider themselves to be Flemish. So there is a rivalry between Lille and between Paris Saint-Germain. Because Lille is like, we are not French, we are Flemish. So, it's actually the other way around. Yeah. A lot of people, like, Rijssel is culturally Flemish. They speak French. I mean, we speak French over here too. People in Flanders do speak French as well. Especially on the border. But even then, if you go to Lille, you can actually speak Flemish. A lot of people don't speak Flemish, but if you go to Lille and you speak Flemish to some people, they'll understand. So, and Lille is right on the border. A lot of people there consider themselves to be Flemish. Culturally, they're much closer to Flanders than they are to France. And historically, Lille is not a French city. It's a Flemish city, Rijssel. My advice, by the way, if you ever come to Belgium, stay clear of Brussels. My professional advice, stay clear of Brussels. It's fucking scuffed. There's nothing worth seeing in Brussels, I promise you right now. The Antonium, it's not that special, bro. It's not that special. It's also just wrong. Yeah, because, like the Atomium is supposed to have, like, one ball. Ball, is that what you call it? It's supposed to have, like, one ball for every province in Belgium. But Brabant split into two different provinces. So the Atomium is just fucking wrong. It's not the correct amount. I went to Ypres and Liège. Going to Ypres is something pretty much all Belgians do at some point. I mean, maybe Flanders. I'm not sure about Wallonia. I don't know what their schools are like, but pretty much all Belgians or Flemish people go to Ypres at some point, like for school. It's in the curriculum. Like, bro, if you've been to Ypres, so you know what I'm talking about. But there's no better visual for that than just you look at the horizon and it's all fucking gravestones, like just all the way down the horizon, just gravestones. There's no better visualization for just how terrible the war is than actually going to Ypres and standing there. Belgian waffles, which type? There's a lot of different waffles. There's Brussels, there's Liège. And Goufje. What is his English name? Goufje. The blue guy. What is his name in English? I know it's a different name. Goufje Engels naam. Tintin. That is his English name. That's also Belgian. French fries, by the way, also Belgian. French toast, Dutch. Just so you guys know, French toast from the Netherlands, French fries from Belgium. Croissant, that is from Austria. Not a single food that French people claim to be theirs is from France. Just so you guys know. I'm quickly checking here on the UEFA website. Because I'm not quite sure. I was talking about this earlier, but I didn't finish my thoughts there. And the second half is about to begin. Okay. Second half about to begin. Cercle Brugge, kick off. It is snowing in Brugge. Snowing outside here too. I don't live in Brugge anymore. I used to, but I don't anymore. Apparently there's something wrong with the ball. Are we gonna kick off yet? There we go, we have kicked off. Yeah, so what I was gonna check is the UEFA website. What Belgian teams are still in Europe? Because I don't know out of my head. Bruges Derby, big up Godfrey, it's been a while. Big up, how are you? Hey, I can't lie, I thought you'd have bottled it by now, Godfrey. You're still up to, you're still on top of the league. Big up to you lot, I suppose. But I'd like you guys to start bottling soon. Can you get started with that? We will be there for when you've bottled it. We will be there. Genk and Genk and Club Brugge are the only Belgian teams still in Europe. That's fucking scuffed, bro. Why do we have to carry coefficients every year? At least we had Union to help for a while, but now even Union's not doing that. Game's been kicked off for a minute and it's already been paused. Because they threw a bunch of confetti and shit on the pitch. It looks like it's quite windy there as well. Don't worry, last few games of the season will be peak, but I'm already stressing. Hey, Godfrey. You guys think you are safe because De Bruyne is not here. But let me tell you something about Erling Haaland. He's gonna give you that KDB treatment, bro. Haaland has Erling Haaland, by the way, is now the same age as Kevin De Bruyne when he made his debut for Man City. So, hey, the worst is yet to come for you guys. Joaquin says, yellow card. Just held his ground. That's not even a foul for me. Like, he just holds his... He just stands his ground. That's not a foul, is it? But this referee is so soft. And both these teams take retarded set piece routine. Like, just take a normal free kick, you know. Take a normal free kick. Take a normal corner. What is all this stupid shit? Brugge has had most of the ball this game, but it doesn't feel like that because when we have the ball, it's in our own half. When Cercle have the ball, they're straight on us. Good pass to Van Aken here. Van Aken. Ball to Diakon. Diakon running wide. Cross it. Come on. Why did these men always wait to cross a ball? Cross it first time. Yeah, you get the ball on your left foot, yeah? You can cross it first time. Why are you running inside? Cross it. Our game at the Etihad will determine everything. That's if we haven't bottled it by then. I tend to agree. I would not be surprised if you guys dropped points against Spurs, Chelsea, and then like started throwing away games. I would not be surprised, I can't lie. But I think it will probably be at the Etihad that everything's decided. No, they're nowhere near. They are nowhere near top of the league. I told you, man. One good season and they're not gonna win the title. They're 7th right now. And they are 18 points behind Union, who is top. Same games played. We are 5 points behind, as it stands. We go 3 points behind if we win this game. Corpse again. Running forwards. Could have gone inside there. Yeah, they've had an awful... Oh, Tessoldi! There you go! 1-0! Tessoldi has been playing very good recently. Not just the goals, but because he's always had the goals, to be fair to him. But the holder play and stuff as well, the running, has been way better than when he first arrived. 1-0 to Club Brugge. Finally, took them a while. Big up Adam, by the way, my Brazilian G in the building. 1-0 to Club Brugge. Took long enough. Look at that ball, by the way. That was a very good ball by Sabbe. In here, 5 a.m. Why are you awake at 5 a.m. on a Sunday, bro? What you doing on 5 a.m. on a Sunday, bruv? Look at that finish. That's gold. How many domestic cups are there to play for? In Belgium? Well, 0 for Genk. They're out of all of them. There's 2. The Super Cup and the Crocky Cup. Crocky is a chip company, if you don't know. It's like the Emirates FA Cup kind of thing. Sponsorship name. Before that, it was called the Cofidis Cup, funnily enough, which is like insurance and stuff like that. Which I don't know why they were called Cofidis Cup, because let's be honest, no fucker is getting an insurance company based off football. Big up Adam, you guys finally broke down the annoying Bruges. Took us a while. Big up to the Cercle Brugge fan who's been in here as well. He's been very calm. Usually when you get rival fans, they take the piss, but he's been very chill. Big up to him. And they won't be relegated, by the way, because only one team is getting relegated this season, because we're increasing the league size. We're going to promote 3 teams, we're going to relegate 1. So, because we're adding 2 teams to the league. So, Cercle Bruges is not getting relegated. This game doesn't really matter for them. Because I see a bunch of people online stressing. La Louvière fans, Leuven fans, Cercle fans. We're gonna get relegated. No, you're not. Only one team's getting relegated. Oh, a second goal. Forbes. Brilliant. Brilliant. We finally decided to play football. And Romeo is warming up. I sometimes wake up at 3 or 4 morning Dutch time. Why? Why? Hey, you know when I woke up today? I woke up at, I believe, 11 a.m. To be fair, I was awake until like 1 a.m., but still, like, bro. I'm sleeping on my Sundays, bro. 2-0. There you go. That's more like it. Two very good finishes. Let's see if we can do that against, let's see if we can do that against Atletico. Speaking of Atletico, I'm actually doing a preview with an Atletico Madrid fan. I met him doing a stream with Kalkster. Big up Kalkster and Strasbourg Steve. I just hopped on a stream of theirs. They were streaming. I just hopped on for 30 minutes. And it was an Atletico Madrid fan there. So, I'm going to go on his channel. I'm not sure when yet. He's not gave me the hour yet. But it's not today. It's not today. So I'm gonna hop on his channel. And I'm gonna do an Atletico preview. I don't get a chance often to do Brugge previews because this is a Man City channel. Because Man City just does better number-wise. You can see that as well. If you go to my Man City streams, way better watch hours. Like Club Brugge might have better views sometimes, but watch hours are way worse. And I get way less subscribers from Belgian League stuff. So yeah, the views are higher, but everything else is worse. So the only time I really do Brugge previews is on other channels. But there's not a lot of channels that do previews with a Brugge get started. I'm wide awake and watch YouTube. Or play games on my phone. I don't have any games on my phone. I have like Sudoku. Like I have a Sudoku app on my phone. I used to have Snake, but I don't have it anymore. That's it. That's the only games I have on my phone. Which is the full one game. And it's Sudoku. I mean, I suppose I play chess on my phone sometimes, but not a lot nowadays. Speaking of chess, isn't the final today? I just realized, I believe the final is today between Magnus and Nodderbeck. Fabiano. Nodderbeck was the semi-final. Yeah, the final is today. I just realized. As I'm talking about chess. World Championship 2026 final. Magnus Carlsen against Fabiano. They've not started yet. They haven't started yet, okay. They'll probably start that game when we're doing the Atletico Watchalong. We are doing an Atletico Watchalong after this. We are praying for Atletico yet. But you know what, yeah? Atletico have been shit. Absolute shit for time. Right before Brugge played them, they buy Lookman and they battered Barcelona 4-0. You know. Life is not fair. But Barcelona play a high line. Let's hope. Low blocks, stink it out. We will be there. A good defending saves, ball cleared. Goal Telstar. Who is Telstar playing? Twente. 1-0 to Telstar. I bet you they're gonna be trailing 1-4 by the end of that game. That's what these relegation teams do. They go one goal up, they fall back into their own box, and they get absolutely battered. You're gonna watch the Winter Olympics. I've not watched any Olympics this year. Just nothing interesting that I want to watch. I watched the Summer Olympics. Carlos Ford scored a good goal. I watched the Summer Olympics, but I rarely watch the Winter Olympics. You know what the thing is with the Winter Olympics? It's rich people sports. You know what I mean? Like, these are sports that you only play if you're rich. Poor people are not playing these sports, bro. And nobody is playing these sports outside of, like, frosty-ass countries. So you get Norway, and just Scandinavia in general, Canada, sometimes Russia, Alaska, not the USA, just Alaska. You have to draw that distinction there. And they're always doing well in these, but I don't watch Olympic football. It's like just under 23s, isn't it? Under 23s, under 21s, I'm not sure. I don't really care for it. Like, it's just the World Cup for America. It's the American World Cup, basically. Going to Brugge. I've still got this, like, little nick on the inside of my mouth. It's so fucking annoying. You know when you've got, like, a little cut on the inside of your mouth? It's so annoying. Forbes' good run is not fouled, says the referee. But we'll check that shortly. Sabbe picks up the ball again. Stankovic. Sabbe. Cross in. Stankovic. Blocked. Very good block as well. So annoying, bro. So annoying. That little nick. Are they gonna check for a penalty on Forbes? That looks like a penalty to me. He drops himself. He drops himself way too easy. That's good refereeing, to be fair. I hate when players just flop to the floor at first chance. Job and Van der Bruggen coming off. That's a bit surprising. I think Van der Bruggen has been the best player today. Not just for Cercle, I think he's been the best player all round. I guess they're preserving him. Because this game is kind of done. Free kick to Club Brugge. Shot into the wall. It's come back to, I think it was Stankovic who took it. Now Onyedika. Onyedika's a fidget spinner, just stirring around. Now Van Aken. Good ball into Stankovic. Onyedika cannot poke it on. It's picked up by Ordonez. Now Says. Sace needs to go back to Ordóñez, not to Mignolet. Yeah. We do this too often. We pass the ball back to the goalkeeper when we could have passed it sideways to another centre back. It allows them to creep up the pitch, doesn't it? Terrible pass. Dobbe gets onto it, though. Cercle. Doing nothing with this ball right now. Romeo Vermont. Oh. Wrong one. Romeo Vermont. He still lives, guys. Romeo lives. But you look at that, it's fucking Campbell. I forgot he existed as well. Chandra Campbell. For some reason, we fucking never play him. I wish we'd play him more. How old is this kid? Chandra Campbell is 20 years now. Like, hopefully he starts playing more games. It's not like he's not good enough. I mean, I'm not saying that he is. Can't really know, he's barely played. But like, that's why he's got to play a bit more for me. Again, a rotational play that you could use. You could rotate Diakon, Forbes, with Campbell. But we don't. Oh, what a ball by Romeo. Just came on the pitch, already playing his... Romeo Vermont just has such comfy passing. Like, this is why I think he's so much better than Tresoldi. Not only does he get better goals, I mean, a better scoring rate, but his passing is so comfy. If only he wasn't a pussy. If he was a bit hard, like Tresoldi, bit hard, stuck in, then he'd generally be a proper good player. Ball to Van Aken. Zolis is gonna take a corner. Fucking hell, man, it's snowing a lot over there. Aston Villa women got destroyed. Ay, ay, ay. Speaking of women's football, Man City's women have won 6-0, should I say, against Leicester. They lost 1-0 to Arsenal. Still top of the league by quite a margin, actually. Man City's women are... How many cleared? 11 points cleared, but Man United play a game. Catch up. With 6 games left? Yeah, only 22 games. So only 6 games left. So 18 points to play for. And City women are 11 points clear. If Man United win, City women will be 8 points clear. Not quite. I mean, PSV is just way clear. Oh, good ball into the box. Stankovic, not his game today. I have a white kit of Brugge I'm wearing now. Don't think I've got any white ones. I don't have any other white ones. We've got some classic striped Brugge kits. The black kit, of course, that you've seen on the background before. But no white ones. White ones. I don't really like the white kit, to be honest. The yellow kit was also ugly. Remember when we had the yellow away kit? That was ugly as fuck. Yeah, that's what I mean. The yellow kits of 21-22. Those were ugly as fuck. Credit where credit's due. Oh my god, that ball is just falling into the back of the net. Oh, that's so stupid. Mignolet should not allow that. That's so stupid. Diptia Susana. I don't know who that is. Tia Susana. Yeah, I don't know who Tia Susana is, but rip Tia Susana apparently. That's such a stupid goal to concede. Oh. Goalkeeper should have that. Come on. Maybe I'm too used of watching Donnarumma, but you don't concede goals like that. Welcome back. Romeo Vermont now chasing this ball, not quick enough to get there. Leeds gave up a goal, now they're in extra time. Leeds United is playing against Birmingham. Extra time against Birmingham City. Where is Birmingham? 11th in the championship. Is Birmingham supposed to be worse than Chelsea? Well, they're in the second tier, so I'd think so. I'd hope our first division team is better than our second division team. Big up Menu! How am I doing? I'm doing fine until Cercle scored. Annoying goal to concede, really. I was gonna say, right before Cercle scored, I was gonna say, credit where it's due, they're still trying. And there you go, it's paid off. Goalkeeping mistake, and yeah. Leeds draw Chelsea on Tuesday. Yeah. Chelsea a bit washed as well, isn't it? I was having this conversation with big up Yasser. Big up Yasser if you're watching right now. I was telling man, you are not in a title race. You are gonna fall off. And man did not believe me, but brother, this Chelsea drop-off has been legendary, guys. Campbell into Onyedika. Stankovic. Van Aken. Ball to the left. Quick play now. And Brugge have crossed it to nowhere. Or is it a corner? It's a corner to Brugge. I thought it was a goal kick. Solis will take it. Did you guys just give up a goal yourself now? Yeah, the goalkeeper should have had it. It's a very good... it's a lot of good luck on Cercle's part, to be fair. That the ball just dropped perfectly into the back of the net. But Mignolet should have it. Solis for his second corner. This is a decent one. It's still in the box. It's not cleared. It's still in the box. Onyedika shoots another corner. Other sides now. No, not right. Like, this stadium is just too big for Cercle. This is a 34,000 capacity stadium. Because Club Brugge and Cercle Brugge shared a stadium. And it's just way too big for Cercle. But like, they don't have no fans. They have fans. Just not enough to fill out the stadium. Like, the stadium is maybe half full at the home end. If they went to a stadium with 8,000 capacity, they would easily be able to fill out the stadium. If they had like a stadium of 8,000 capacity. But it's just way too big. And 8,000, that's like almost as big as Craven Cottage, isn't it? I think Craven Cottage has a capacity of 12,000. Let me look that up. I might be waffling here. Craven Cottage capacity. Oh, 30. Craven Cottage has 30,000. Never mind, I'm waffling. I thought they had like a capacity of 12,000. Yeah, but again, that's because the stadium is way too big. Club Brugge and Anderlecht are the only teams who can fill out a stadium this big in Belgium. If Ghent had a stadium this big, they won't be able to fill it out. Guess what? Atletico Madrid, that's Mesh Barcelona, will play Rayo in an hour, I'm aware. I will be watching that game. We'll be watching Atletico probably smack up Rayo Vallecano. Free kick to Cercle Brugge. Vitality has 12,000. Shot way over the bar. Yeah, 11,000 is the Vitality. Dutch football YouTuber made a short about Belgium and their low fan rate. Go ahead and send it. You can't send it in chat probably because the links will get filtered by YouTube. But you can send it like on Twitter if you have Twitter, or you can just give me the title. But you're not doing opponent along or watchalong or analytics. I'm watching Elite Madrid. I'm watching Elite Madrid. A bit. Send it on X. Okay. Did you send it as a message on Twitter? I don't have a request or any chats, so give me a second. Okay. I'll give you a second. La Liga rights in Belgium. Is it the zone? The zone this season, but the zone will no longer have the rights to the Belgian league after this season. Because they're greedy cunts, and nobody wants to negotiate with them. So the zone will no longer have the rights. Fuck the zone. I hate the zone. I hate companies who I hate companies in general. All these companies are so greedy, bro, that their only motive is profit. Welcome to capitalism. Oh, Cercle Brugge have just barely missed here. And this is getting a bit annoying. That's gone just wide. It's a corner. We need another goal. We need another goal. This is far from good enough. But like, this is downright awful how we're playing. A shot blocked there by Brugge, and it's another corner. Goal kick, sorry. Must have been blocked by one of the Cercle players. This ain't it. Did you see what Trafford said? Well, difficult to miss. Yeah, I did see. I talked about this a bit earlier, but what do you expect? Like, if I am Trafford, I go sign for Man City. Yippee. Man City sold you already. Like, I have been, I am Trafford. I have already been sold by Man City once. Now, Man City buy me back. Am I the best goalkeeper in the world? No. Am I the best at shot stopping? No. Am I the best at distributing? No. Am I the best in general? No. Handling? No. Experience? No. Have I won things? No. Am I a captain? No. So this is a goalkeeper, a good, young, talented goalkeeper. But he's not the best. Not by any metric is he the best. Not even by distributing, by the way. Like, straight up. Donnarumma has that better distribution than him. So, you look at this goalkeeper, who's not the best at anything, and you're going to a club who always want the best. The best striker in the world, the best six in the world. Arguably, the best right back in the world, funnily enough. The best centre back in the world, I would argue, in Gvardiol. He's injured though, so doesn't do us a lot, but I would argue Gvardiol is the best centre back in the world. The best winger in the world in Ryan Cercle. You look at these players, This is a club who wants the best. You go there, fully expecting to start. But surely you realize, at some point, if I am not the best, Man City will try to get the best. Everyone knew about the Donnarumma situation. It's been known for months that Paris Saint-Germain wanted to get him out because Paris Saint-Germain hated that he wasn't signing a new contract. So they wanted to sell him before his contract expired. It's been known for a while. It has been known for a long while that they were going to sell him. And then suddenly Man City is on it, and suddenly you're fucked. I mean, yeah, you can't go to a big club and then complain that you're victim to the big club cutthroat mentality. And that's just how big clubs go. Big clubs are cutthroats. Took me 11 years to find it. Terrible Baltus. I'm watching the video now. Oops. One second, chair. Quickly, up. Come. Let's go. Attendance. Attendance. Attendances. So. Ball into the box, it's cleared. That is apparently a true number. But, Club Brugge do have a higher attendance than Lotto Park. Or where he got that from. I guess Lotto Park is smaller. I guess. I sent it. 1-1 Athletic Bilbao. He's more famous for his English channel. I don't know him, to be honest. He's probably way bigger than I am, but I don't know him. Going back to Barcelona high line. That's literally allow Julian Alvarez to get his first goal from open play since September. Wow. First open play goal since September. September, bro. Yikes. Throw in now to Brugge. We're winning 1-2. Not a great game this, but if you can see it out, the result is what matters the most. I think Club Brugge might have low attendance recently because our stadium is falling down. Like, a lot of seats are just not usable at Jan Bredel. Like, just straight up, a lot of seats are unusable. So we have a high capacity on paper, but the capacity is not fully usable. So maybe the statistic is not great there. Oh, terrible pass this by, I believe, Sabbe. Ball still in the box. Can you clear it? Fucking hell. Yeah, if you go back to like 2015, for example, just a random year, then our stadium capacity is way higher. Like stadium's attendance, I mean. But because Jan Bredel is falling down, like straight up falling down, rotting, a lot of seats are not, like a lot less tickets are being sold because seats cannot be used. So like maybe if you're looking at official capacity numbers, we are underperforming capacity, but like a lot of those seats are not usable. I don't know if you've ever been to Jan Bredel, but it's literally just seats that are just broken apart. They're not usable. So we're way higher to capacity than it says on that video. But if you use official number of 29,000, then it's lower, yeah. Going back to Barcelona's high, I just read this. First goal since November, which was a penalty. Jesus Christ, bro. Watch the brother. 6 minutes of stoppage time. The ender is crazy too. A big problem in Belgian football. Big problem from in Belgian sports in general is that the Belgian government does not give two fucks about sports. So we used to get a lot of support from the government. What is this guy's name? Charles Michel, that's his name. Charles Michel, when he was the Prime Minister of Belgium under his government, the Belgian government used to support the sport ecosystem a lot more. But ever since his spell as Prime Minister ended, we've had fuck all government support in sports. So sports in Belgium in general is going backwards. To make it even worse, about yesterday, Vasco, they did win their game. They advanced to the semi-final of the Carioca. But it was penalty kicks with a 1-1 draw. I mean, if you advance, you advance. If you advance, you advance, bro. I think they will play Fluminense. Possibly. I played in Lommel against City with Foden in a youth tourney. Played in Lommel against City with Foden in a youth tourney. That's wild. But it's not convincing, because I think that team is like in the 3rd division of Brazil. Yeah, that's a bit, That's a bit problemsome, isn't it? Ball forwards by Brugge. It's coming down the left here. Can we get to it? Yes, we can. Ball with Vermont now. Romeo. Gonna shoot. He's returned it. Should have shot himself. That's so dumb by Romeo. That's a moment where you have to shoot. Come on. That would have been the 1-3 game done. If he shot himself. I played like one of the biggest amateur clubs there. So played against loads of big clubs back in the day. Ball with Onyedika. Good ball to the right there, Campbell. Did you win against City? Campbell, still on the ball. Loses it again. Sabbe just clears the ball up the pitch instead of holding on to it. 2-2. Hey, you can say you had a 2-2 draw with Foden City. There you go. Apparently he did when he was young. Apparently Cercle Brugge has had more XG than us. Oh, ball straight into Campbell's face. Man of the match? Not sure. Some Spanish lad ruined our dreams. I don't know if he made it. Some Spanish lad. And full time. Shit game, but Romeo Vermont should have shot. When he was on the edge of the area, he should have shot there. But we win. There you go. We are only 3 points behind Union Saint-Gilloise. Penalty for Athletic Bilbao. It's Bilbao playing. Bilbao is playing against Real Oviedo. Scuffed win by Bruges, this, but a win is a win. A win is a win. Can't argue with that. Ploeg van de stad. Hey. Athletic game begins in 50 minutes. Wim, you seen our escape yesterday? Well, the only thing I need to see... The only thing I need to see is PSV bottle. I want PSV to bottle that title, bro. I need it so fucking badly. Fuck them lots, bro. Such a scuffed win, but a win is a win. We are lucky to win this game, I can't lie. The chances that they've missed, Cercle Brugge, yikes. We are lucky to win. For how long are you continue to stream? I'm gonna stream for maybe another 10 minutes. And then I'm gonna redirect to the other one. Feyenoord won with a penalty. Hey, we did not need a penalty to win today. Look at that, we're a big boy club. We can beat relegation fighting Cercle Brugge without penalties. After a tight 1-2 win. In which we were the worst team by far. But for most of the game, we were the worst team. Especially first half, we were awful. Like, we were proper awful in that first half. A lot of poor decision making as well, let's be honest. Good weekend. Club Brugge and Man City both won. I mean, yeah, we both won, but we both had shit performances, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, Man City should win with more than 2-0 against Salford City. I am doing the Atletico game after this. The Atletico game does not kick off in another hour or so. Atletico de Madrid. If they don't kick off in another... they don't kick off in another 45 minutes, Atletico. So, yeah. Real Madrid is top of the league, actually. I just noticed. Barcelona have a game in hand. When does Barca play the other game? I'm guessing they also play today. Barcelona play tomorrow on a Monday. Barcelona play on a Monday against Girona. Girona is fighting relegation themselves. Where is Girona in the league? Girona is 14th. They've climbed their way out of relegation a bit, but not quite. Not quite it, is it? They're only 4 points above relegation, and Rayo Vallecano has 2 games in hand. One of them against. Has 1 game in hand, so one of them against Atletico. But they'll have another game in hand, so hey. 4th, and they're not beating Barcelona, let's be honest. Okay. Genk is a shite city. Just want to say that again. It's a dead city. I won't say shite, but it is pretty dead. Later today, in 6 hours, Botafogo against Flamengo. 6 hours, so like 9 p.m. for me. Who wins the Liga? Probably Barcelona. Barcelona will beat Girona. They'll be 1 point clear. And I think they'll keep up. I think they'll just keep their form up. Especially being out of the cup now. They're not going to bother in the second leg. So I think Barcelona. Who does Barca play in the Champions League? Obviously, they can play 2 opponents, but like... The biggest cafe there is a Galatasaray fan cafe. Is it? Aye. That's embarrassing. That's embarrassing. To be fair, every Turkish person ever is a Gala fan. Anyhow, I'll leave it there. So, thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. I will be back in 30 minutes. 40 minutes for Atletico Madrid against Rayo Vallecano. Madrid derby. Not the interesting one, though. So we will be there. Like, subscribe, all that stuff. I'll see you guys in 40 minutes.